Apple has just launched the MacBook Air M4, and today, we're doing a detailed comparison with last year's MacBook Air M3. We're covering design, display, performance, battery life, and more to help you decide if the M4 is worth the upgrade. So hey guys, let's start. Starting with the design, Apple has made no major changes with the MacBook Air M4. It still has the same thin and lightweight aluminum unibody, the same fanless design, and the same wedge-less form factor introduced with the M2 series. Both the M3 and M4 models are 11.3 mm thick, and the weight remains around 1.24 kilograms for the 13-inch and 1.51 kilograms for the 15-inch. The port selection also stays the same. You still get two USB-C Thunderbolt 4 ports, a MagSafe charger, and a 3.5 mm headphone jack. No surprises here. The only possible difference could be in color options. The M3 MacBook Air comes in silver, space gray, starlight, and midnight, and Apple might introduce a new color for the M4, possibly an improved midnight that resists fingerprints better. So, in terms of design and build quality, Apple is sticking to the same tried and tested formula. If you were hoping for a design refresh, you won't find it here. Next up, the display. Just like the design, Apple hasn't made any major changes here either. The M3 and M4 MacBook Air models both feature a 13.6-inch or 15.3-inch Liquid Retina display with 2560 by 1664 resolution for the 13-inch model and 2880 by 1864 resolution for the 15-inch model, 500 nits of brightness, wide P3 color gamut, and true tone support. The display experience will be identical between the M3 and M4 models. However, Apple could introduce small optimizations like slightly improved HDR performance or better energy efficiency. But overall, if you're switching from an M3 to an M4, you won't notice a difference in display quality. Now, let's get to the biggest upgrade, the M4 chip. The M3 chip, which launched in late 2023, was already a major step up from the M2. It was built on TSMC's 3nm process, which made it faster and more power efficient. But now, Apple has pushed things further with the M4 chip. The M4 still has an 8-core CPU, but Apple has increased the clock speed, making it faster in both single-core and multi-core performance. This means better responsiveness, smoother multitasking, and improved app performance. The GPU has also been improved. Just like the M3, the M4 comes with up to 10 GPU cores, but Apple has made optimizations for better AI-based processing, ray tracing, and graphics performance. If you use your MacBook for photo editing, video editing, or even gaming, the M4 will give you a noticeable boost. But one of the biggest changes is in AI performance. The neural engine in the M4 has been upgraded, making it much better at handling AI-related tasks. This means faster machine learning operations, improved background processes, and better performance in AI-powered apps like Adobe Photoshop, Final Cut Pro, and more. So, if you're someone who does video editing, 3D rendering, or AI-related tasks, you'll definitely see a difference with the M4. But for everyday tasks like browsing, streaming, and office work, the M3 is still more than powerful enough. Battery life has always been a strong point of the MacBook Air, and Apple is claiming the same 15 to 18 hours of battery life for both the M3 and M4 models. But since the M4 is built on a more efficient version of the 3nm process, it could last slightly longer in real-world use, especially during light tasks like web browsing and media playback. That being said, don't expect a massive jump in battery life. The improvements will likely be small. If you're upgrading just for battery life, the M4 isn't worth it. Apple hasn't changed much in terms of storage and RAM options. Both the M3 and M4 MacBook Air models come with 8 GB of unified memory, configurable up to 24 GB 256 GB SSD, configurable up to 2 TB. One thing to note, the base 256 GB SSD on Apple's entry-level models still uses a single NAND chip, which makes it slower than higher storage configurations. If speed matters to you, go for the 512 GB variant or higher. Now, the big question, should you upgrade to the M4 MacBook Air? If you already own an M3 MacBook Air, there's no real reason to upgrade. The performance gains are not massive, and the design, display, and battery life remain the same. Unless you're doing AI-heavy tasks or GPU-intensive work, you won't notice much of a difference. However, if you're using an M1, M2, or even an Intel MacBook, then the M4 is a great upgrade. You'll get faster speeds, better efficiency, longer software support. As for pricing, Apple usually keeps the same starting price for new MacBook Air models, so expect the M4 version to start at $1,099 for the 13-inch model. But Apple might lower the price of the M3 MacBook Air, making it a great deal for budget buyers. What do you think about the new MacBook Air M4? Is it worth the upgrade? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tech updates.